Hi everyone, and thank you for watching another episode of Breaking Elegance, where we make your technology work around your lifestyle. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Lifix Z and the Philips Hue light strip, which is also called the Shape Light, but God knows why they named it that. I am your host, Angel. Let's get this thing started. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. It helps me keep you guys informed on what's going on with the channel. So let's get to it. This is the Lifix Z light strip, and we're going to be putting this up against Philips Hue Shape Light, which is the second iteration of the Philips Hue light strip. And this one does have his own white light. It's much brighter than the previous version. There's nothing, unfortunately, in this box because I had these for quite a while and I have them in a real life implementation in my kitchen. So I'm going to bring the Lifix light strip into the kitchen and compare it to the strip that I already have to see if I made the wrong choice. I hope I didn't, but we'll find out soon enough. The Lifix seems to come in a much better looking box, and at one point I thought it was edible because it has a label that really resembles something like a nutritional fact that you would see on the side of something edible. I found that to be a funny touch on the box, and it's also in a canister looking thing. So let's go ahead and open this package, which is there's three. I just cut through one that I already cut through. And this is at the top that just flew right out. Let's put that to the side. And you get one strip and a little holder, another strip. This is already starting to look promising. The power brick. A third strip. I got three strips in here. This one. This should be what does all the magic. So this should go into the power brick. It looks like something else flew out. So on the bottom of this thing, you have the cables, and you also have, let me put this aside for a second so I can see what's inside of this here. It should be the adapter for United States plug. I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? Let's throw that in there. Cool, so that is my US plug. That should go into this. Let's see how this aligns. That plugs in, clips in right there. Let's put that aside and see how this whole thing works out. So this is a brand new install for me. I haven't even downloaded the app yet. So this goes like that. Pretty cool, huh? So plugs into this. I'm guessing this is what does all of the magic, like the connectivity to your Wi-Fi and everything else. That should be it. That's just common sense. Then at the end of this, right here, you should be able to plug in your light. You have little pins. The only thing I could say, this looks like it could be easy to bend. All right. So now that's all put together. So I decided to take a different route. I did mention before that I was going to take the Lifix light strip down to the kitchen. I decided that instead of doing that, I should pull out the Philips Hue bulb and bring that light strip and put them side by side. So right behind the phone, back here, you can see that the light strips are next to each other. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the applications. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go ahead and take a screen recording of the applications on this recording because the Lifix application does not allow overlays, meaning it will not launch if I am running a screen recorder, which is really annoying. So I did go ahead and download this from the Google Play Store and put in my email and signed up for an account with Lifix. That was pretty easy. And in order to add my light, I was lucky enough that it did pick up the Wi-Fi being broadcasted automatically, but if it does not do that and it doesn't show you your light, you can easily go to the upper right hand corner and press connect on the application, and that should get you up and ready and started. I didn't change any of the settings, I just selected whatever was there for the sake of saving time, and I'm not sure what application I would use this light strip for at the moment anyway. So let's go and take a quick look at how this application works. So at the top I do have my lights, and that's what I have for now. I would have rooms and other sorts of stuff if I added that, but I did not. So let's take a look at the functionality of this light strip. I'm going to select over the name, not over the light. If I go over the light, it will turn on the light. Actually, let's do that. Turn on the light and go into the settings, which is right below if you press the name of the light. And you're going to have the colors on this light. And this color wheel is pretty nice. So I can change the color just by spinning around the color wheel. So as you can see, and there goes green. Now I can turn off the light, or I could dim it through this right here in the center. So I can dim the light up and down. Let's dim the light. That dims it a little bit. And I can turn it off at the bottom. Now the really cool feature is I can go to the next one, and it has an array of just only white light. So if I wanted to make it cool white or down to warm white, I can do that through this color spectrum wheel for whites. Now the next one is going to be the themes. So they have preset themes, and the really cool part about the Lifix, it's that every single strip has zones in it. So if I go ahead and press this, it's going to let me do different zones on the light strip. It's going to be hard to see it on camera, but this is changing colors throughout the strip. So this is like pink, and over there it starts getting brighter, and this side is pinker. Like pink is just, that's probably not even a word, but anyway, it has zones. So going through that, and that's definitely not available on the Philips Hue. There are no zones. So the next one, it's really cool features such as putting it in music visual mode. It will listen to the music through your phone's microphone and change to the music. It also has a strobe. I've noticed that after I used that a couple of times, it actually crashed the application, which is not cool. I did have this application crash on me quite a couple of times. Let's go ahead and put it on visual music mode, and it will listen to my voice. And then if you could see that, that is really awesome. It's not that you can't do this with a Philips Hue, you definitely can, but you will need like a third-party app in order to get some of these features. This is built into the Lifix application. Anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and turn that back off, and it goes back to red right now. Let's go and take a look at the Philips Hue application. This Philips Hue application, I can select my bedroom accent, and as you can see on the right hand side, that's where you turn on each individual light. So now it's on blue, and this is how you change the color. So that's blue here, that's red, and that's green, and it produces really good colors now. I need to hit the check mark in the corner. It really does produce really good colors, but since they are more LEDs on the Lifix, I believe it is really much brighter than this. I barely ever change colors on my light strip with the Philips setup right now, so I never really noticed that it was really dim, but putting them side by side, I could tell that the Lifix is outputting more light, hence it has more LEDs. Now, the really cool thing about the Philips Hue, it does have a dedicated white and a warm white light. And if once I get those on, you'll notice a gigantic difference. It is really bright when you're outputting whites. And here's the cool blue. When you go down to the bottom, you get the cool blue, and you get warmer. And as you get warmer, there is an LED just for warm. And that works out really well. So separate LEDs for your whites, awesome. So that is very practical, especially for what I'm using it for in the kitchen. I'm only using it under the counter, and it's usually always some form of white. With that said, These are both very good light strips, and if you have a Philips Hue setup, then you might just want to go for the Philips Hue light strip. If you have no setup and you're starting from scratch and you don't want to invest in a bridge, the bridge is actually pretty cheap right now, especially if you want to get it with the 2 bulbs. It's not like before. The prices to me are more reasonable now if you just want to start off with whites. You can look into that. I will have links to all of this on the description below. I would recommend absolutely both of them. I personally, it's not that I'm a Hue fanboy, but I've been using it for a very long period of time, so I just went with the Philips Hue, and I am not regretting it at all because it will integrate with my setup at the moment with no problem. The Lifix is a great light strip if you're starting from scratch. Thanks for watching this episode of Breaking Elegance. I hope you guys found it informative and you enjoyed it. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you did not like anything in this video, please go ahead and leave me a comment below so I can make it better in the future for you guys. With that said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me keep you guys informed with what's going on in the channel. Have a great one.